Say SRM to a procurement professional and they'll most likely answer supplier relationship management. But what is it exactly? Depending upon whom we ask, we could get many different answers. Some might say SRM is about managing our key suppliers. Someone else might suggest it's about measuring supplier performance and perhaps managing improvements if things fall short. Others might describe SRM as what we do with our most critical or suppliers who are essential to our organisation. And then, should SRM be concerned only with our immediate supplier, or should we look further back up the supply chain? So what is SRM? Well, it is each of these things, but also all of these things. SRM is in fact an umbrella term for all the different ways we might need to manage our suppliers, depending upon the situation, but not all our suppliers. Managing our supply base would be easy if there was just one or a few suppliers. It would be easy to know everything about them, and we could ensure a good dialogue with them to make sure we continue to get what we need. But most companies have more than a few suppliers. In fact, most global organisations have thousands. In fact, tens of thousands of suppliers, which means it is almost impossible to keep track of them all or manage them in any meaningful way. SRM is a structured approach to determine which suppliers are important, what makes them important, and to deploy a range of different supplier and supply-based interventions with our most important suppliers according to what makes them important. We can understand SRM by comparing it to an orchestra. In an orchestra, the different sections play at different times, according to the music under the direction of a conductor. With SRM, for our important suppliers, we deploy different forms of intervention. The Orchestra of SRM is the different types of supplier interventions that we select according to the unique supplier situation and what makes them important to us at any given time. So why do we need to think about how we manage our supply base? Well, because there are big opportunities that can really help us, but only with the right intervention. Get this right and we can significantly reduce our cost, not just the price we pay, but working with them to reduce their costs and the cost to suppliers and sharing the benefits with them. We can reduce the risk of a supplier letting us down or the risk back up the supply chain, where it can be harder to know what is going on or the things that we need to know and that we need to explore. SRM can help unlock new efficiencies and greater value from our important suppliers. And then there's the vast potential for innovation that our supply base can offer us. In fact, there are some suppliers who offer the potential to change the game for us and help us build great competitive advantage if we can figure out how to work with them in the right way. There are some companies who have built an entire global brand based upon being able to tap into this supply-based innovation. But this doesn't just happen. To get suppliers to innovate for us and with us, we need to engage and work with them in new ways. And if we do this, our key strategic suppliers can help us build great competitive advantage. To apply SRM, we need to identify which suppliers are important. For the majority of our suppliers, we don't usually need any sort of special relationship or anything more than to simply transact business. This leaves a much smaller number of suppliers that are important to us in some way. So we need to manage them or perhaps monitor how they perform to ensure we get what we need. Then there are a handful of special suppliers that are of strategic importance to us and can help build competitive advantage or enable us to achieve our business goals. This segmentation of suppliers is usually shown in a triangle like this, with supplier importance increasing towards the top. By combining our segmentation and the Orchestra of SRM, we can begin to select supplier interventions according to supplier importance. So SRM is an approach that, if well implemented, can add significant value to an organisation by identifying the suppliers that are important. Then it is about managing different unique relationships and interventions with these important suppliers, according to why they are important. Call us today or visit our website to find out more about our SRM programs, including our range of specialist SRM training and toolkits that can help make SRM the way you get the most from your supply base. Learn more about SRM by reading Jonathan O'Brien's book, Supplier Relationship Management, published by Kogan Page. It contains in-depth explanations of this specialist topic and provides an introduction to the methodologies we use in our SRM programs. And how do you make SRM a success? I'll leave the last word to Jonathan.
Finally, it is the conductor that enables the orchestra to play in unison and who ensures the right tempo. Good leadership, direction setting and management of the overall SRM effort is critical to ensuring everybody is working in concert, driving the right interventions with the right suppliers at the right time. With the Orchestra of SRM ready, the concert can begin and the audience can sit back and appreciate the melodic sound of great value being unlocked from the supply base.